up, YouTube? It's RSMario here, bringing you another episode of my wildly unpopular but incredibly fun to make show, Fake Leak Theater. Alright, so we got another episode of Fake Leak Theater. Amongst all the real leaks, amongst all the maybe real leaks, amongst all the poorly translated leaks, we have some fake leaks here. Finally. You know, of course, I've been covering the real Pokemon Scarlet and Violet leaks all this week. If you want to check out any of those videos, you can, use the card up above. You know what I'm saying? I got all the the thumbnails here. You can check out the videos in the card. Spoiler warning, more than likely, those are actual spoilers for the game. I spoiled myself, so you don't have to. But if you want to, be my guest. But we got some fake leaks here. So of course people try to take advantage of what was going on with the real leaks and decided to take their leaks and throw a daggone blur filter over it and put it out there as a real leak. But you ain't getting me though. Alright, my eyeballs can see, I can see you. I got fake leak sharing guns, bruh. I know a fake when I see it. So we got a couple of fake leak pictures. We also have a Reddit 4chan text dump. But of course, we want to continue getting videos like this from me. Like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell button, and do all that stuff that YouTube requires you to do to keep on getting videos from me. As well as, if you like my video tweet, I will shout you out at the end of the episode. And comment. Drop your comments down below because I want to talk to you about this stuff. And not to mention, comments help the video and the channel grow. So let's get on into it. Alright, so we got this first one here. And this one, this right here was super fake, bro. I was like, really? This John looked like Mr. Manhattan's pet ferret out this piece. Like, why is it so blue? Like, not just the Pokemon, everything is blue. I'm like, I mean, is like the weird grainy, like, filter you put on this just blue? Or like, why is everything around this thing blue? And it's no clue what it actually is. Like, I mean, maybe this could be like a regional fake of like, it doesn't even really look like any Pokemon for real. This looks like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer about to rob somebody. Like, that's what it looks like. It looks like he's about to rob somebody and then somebody busts out the Kamehameha and he's about to die. That's what this looks like. I'm like, what is this? Okay. And I've seen this model before. I've actually seen this model before. It was like somebody had the whole model sheet of like, so basically somebody made this. This is somebody's like fan art or something. But, they put it out there as like a leak. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, come on, I've seen this before. And I want not even no leak sites. I've seen this just scrolling through Twitter. You know what I'm saying? This is clearly not a Pokemon. That doesn't look cool. Yeah, it does look like it would be like some kind of regional Magmortar. Like something a Magmortar that's like rock. Maybe like rock fire. You know what I'm saying? Like if Magmortar had like like if they did the whole thing where you had like future and past forms of Pokemon, this would be like the past form of Magmortar. Because it looks kind of like a Triceratops, but it's got a big old fire cannon as an arm. It looks cool, but it's definitely not a Pokemon. Alright, I'm just saying it now. It's fake. I've seen it already. Somebody stuck it in what looks like a Legends Arceus background. You can't even see his legs. They just plocked them in here. This looks like something that I edited for like a thumbnail. Alright, that's what it looks like. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's clearly not fake. But if it was real though, I would say that this would make a good past version of Magmortar that is like rock fire type. But it's not though. It's fake. Then we got this sucker. We got Bolt, man. We got Bolt, the daggone rescue dog from that widely acclaimed Disney movie. He done made it into Pokemon, bruh. So that's what I mean. I'll admit this thing actually does look kind of cool, but it's clearly not a Pokemon. Like, this thing, even with the blur filter, you can clearly see that this thing is as a different art style than everything else around it. Alright, I mean, shoot, even the lightning and the electric hair and mane and tail and stuff is different from the actual creature. So like this was something else that you recolored and then added lightning to and made like, oh look, see, it's a Pokemon. Oh wait a minute, throw the blur filter. Oh look, it's a Pokemon. I'm like, bro, come on, this thing is not a. It looks cool. I ain't gonna lie. Like if this was like a regional version of like, I can't say Luxray because Luxray are cats. They're lions. So Electrike. If this was like a regional Electrike evolution, that would be interesting. That would definitely be interesting. But this is not a Pokemon. Looks cool, not a Pokemon. And now we've got the old faithful 4chan text dump. Oh boy, and this person's got some salt, man. They throwing some mad salt at Ridicule. And it said no trailer this month, which is probably true. But August trailer introduces new gimmicks and story. The 3 gimmicks being mentioned around in leaks are feral and refined forms. So it's kind of like past and future forms, because the past is always more feral, less civilized, less domesticated, and then the future is more refined, less wild, less, you know, cool. Minor appearance and stat differences, and in a very few cases, type differences. All Pokemon minus legendaries have these. Examples: feral Pokemon have sharper teeth, more points and spikes. Refined Pokemon have more aerodynamic, rounded, smoother features. Bill from Kanto, basically the guy who made the Pokemon box, if you've never played Generation 1, which the amount of times Generation 1 has been remade, I seriously doubt any Pokemon fan has not played Gen 1 at least once. Makes an appearance with a machine that lets you change non-form Pokemon into feral or refined forms by sending their DNA back and forwards in time, which is a major story plot because Bill's constantly doing this rips a hole in space-time and lets Miraidon and Caridon through. Which, that would actually be kind of a cool story if, like, you know what I'm saying, like, the gimmick caused a tear in space-time and that's why this legendary Pokemon is out and now you have to stop it because it's wreaking havoc because it's feral or something like that. That would be pretty interesting. That would be a pretty interesting story. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, the Game Freak is not going to make a form for every single Pokemon. Can you imagine? Like, they had a hard enough time trying to get every single Pokemon in the game. Okay, that was the big thing back in Sword and Shield, where they couldn't get all the Pokemon in the game. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we don't, you know, the resources and blah blah blah. That's why they cut the Pokedex in the first place. So do you think that they will make a new form, no, 2 new forms for every Pokemon, and then try to balance them out? Like, oh, we're gonna give this one some new stats, and we're gonna give this one a new type, and then we're gonna give. They're not gonna do that. That's basically remaking every Pokemon twice. That's like thousands of Pokemon they would have to make. No, bro. There's no way. There's no way they're gonna do that. The only way they would do that is if they only had like a specific number of Pokemon in the game. Like if they had like 300. Like if 300 was the cap and that was it. You know, maybe, because then there would still be close to 1,000 Pokemon in the game. You know what I'm saying? But nah, they wouldn't remake every Pokemon. That would be an undertaking right there. Gym type, basically Megas, but gives your Pokemon a crystallized form and temporary gym type, resists all. Wait, resist all and is only weak/strong against other gym types. One use per battle. You have to collect or craft shards to power up the item that changes the Pokemon. So that actually is kind of interesting because there is a couple of shots where the Pokemon do look kind of crystallized, and some people have said this was Garchomp. Some people said this was the back of Quaxly's final evolution. Don't really care what Pokemon it is, but it's a Pokemon that's got crystal spikes on it. And people are saying that this is an effect of the gimmick of the game. Now, I didn't talk about this yesterday in the gimmick video because honestly I forgot. And I was trying to explain something that was already busted in the first place. But yeah, so a lot of people are saying that the crystals are a byproduct of whatever the gimmick is. And when you use it, your Pokemon gets crystallized. So that is something. He basically took some details from the real leak and kind of made something himself. Veil fakes. The evil team is called Team Veil. Okay, are they getting married? Like, what is this? And they basically glue and tape shit to the Pokemon and report rare Pokemon to lure trainers out. They got so efficient at it, there's tons of Veil fakes out there that need to be purified. So basically, this is like the regional fakes that Ridley Q was talking about. And there's actually a picture that may or may not be fake, because some people have said it's real, some people have said it's fake, and there was a picture of the vampire Jigglypuff. So, I mean, essentially, they basically glued some clothes to a Jigglypuff and gave him some contacts and said, ooh, it's a vampire Jigglypuff. Maybe some trainer's gonna come and try to catch this, and what, they're gonna jump him? They're gonna jump him and rob him, stomp that man out and steal his Rattata. Bruh. Yo, they got this, like, these Pokemon trainers is straight out of Compton, bro. They just catching niggas lacking. I posted previously, but I'm not good at 4chan. Starter Evolutions won't be out until September. Feel free to screenshot. I could have sworn this was a dude that was taking shots at Cube. I might have been. Maybe that was another one. Maybe I got a couple of these. So, but yeah, this is interesting. This is definitely interesting. I think it's fake, but it's probably one of the more well-crafted fakes, mainly because he tied in some of the real stuff with it. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole Pharaoh and refined form sound like a good idea, but it's impossible. The gym type and the Veil fakes, they sound interesting. Like, if there was a evil team that was doing that and they was just, you know, messing with these Pokemon to get trainers to come and catch them and then jumping them, that would be freaking crazy. Like, that would be funny. The gym type, though, is definitely something that's very interesting. You know, for a gimmick. I mean, it would be like Mega Evolution, and a lot of people would say it's just Mega Evolution, you know, light. But I think it would kind of work, and it might be close to what they're actually gonna do. So of course, that's about it for this. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell button, do all that stuff that YouTube requires you to do to continue getting videos from me. Like my video tweet so I can shout you out at this next, you know, point in the next video. And as always, people, keep it real.